Unley Oval was in better condition than in previous weeks and held up well on the weekend. There was a strong breeze favouring the southern end, which is the end most of the goals were scored. For the Eagles, Jack Enright had another good game and was best on ground. His clearance work was efficient and he had the strength and drive to get the ball up forward. It won't be long before Jack gets a call up to play in the reserves. Jackson Press continues his good work under duress. Jackson has his shoulder strapped each week before he steps onto the field. The 18-year-old kicked 4 for the Eagles and is the club's leading goal kicker for the year. Paul Ventura, or Ace to his mates, has had some time in the reserves, and if he keeps playing like he is, he could get another shot. The 18-year-old did what was asked of him on the weekend. He laid some strong tackles on the opposition to keep the ball up forward. Paul is a disciplined player who is a good leader to his younger teammates. One of the youngsters in the group is Daniel Minnie. Dan is a small player who, despite his slight frame, is not afraid of the physical aspect of the game, and he goes in hard at contests. The 16-year-old had 10 tackles for the Eagles. In his second game for the Eagles in the under-18s, Daniel Polanski put in a solid effort. Daniel is from the Seaton Ramblers and started the season playing under-16s. He kicked 3 goals, 1 for the match. For the Double Blues, best on ground was James Hargraves. James is a first-year player from Concordia College. He plays on ball and across half forward and had a total of 26 disposals and 5 marks. Levi Elms was in the best players list again for Sturt. Levi is a powerful player who runs hard at the ball and doesn't shy away from a contest, and he had 20 disposals. Another strong performer for the Double Blues was Sam Ferraro. In just his second appearance in the under-18s, Sam has been named in the best players list again. He dominated in the ruck with a total of 43 hit-outs. In a game where the momentum changed each quarter, the Eagles won by 8 points. The round 17 Maccas Cup MVP nominee and best on ground for the Magpies was Port Adelaide midfielder Bradley Colson. Brad is from the Rupina Football Club and has relocated to Henley High School. On Saturday he registered 39 disposals, 7 marks, 6 clearances and 6 inside 50s. Brad will be running out in the reserves in round 18. Playing consistent football for the Magpies for the last month is bottom ager Travis McIntyre. The inside midfielder played good defensively on the weekend, laying 9 tackles. Travis is from the Salisbury West Metro Zone. 2 young Magpies with family links to the club are William Northeast and Jackson Williams. Will is the son of Paul Northeast, an 8-time premiership player who played a total of 235 games for the club. It's Will's first season with Port. He played for the Eagles last year in the premiership. Will makes good use of the ball and kicked 2 goals, 2 for the match. Jackson Williams is from a renowned footballing family. His father is premiership player and coach Stephen Williams. The 19-year-old trained pre-season with the seniors, then came back to the under-18s, and he's made the most of a role at half-back and put in a solid effort over the last 3 weeks. Best on ground for the Tigers was Damien Hill. Hill has moved up from Bordertown and goes to Henley High. He played in the ruck and pushed forward to become a marking target. Damien had 24 hit-outs and scored 2 goals, 1 early in the second quarter and 1 late in the fourth after taking a good contested mark. Damien is a second-year under-18 player and is beginning to claim his place in the side. Jack Whaley has been out for 4 weeks with a shoulder injury. He's a consistent player who improves every time he steps out on the field. Jack leads well for the Tigers and works hard at his second efforts when the ball is on the ground. He played at half forward and had 15 disposals and 6 marks, and he kicked a goal late in the second quarter. Glenelg had 3 first-gamers who made the trip up from the southeast in round 17. Carson Clark, Aaron von Stanke and Rory Brody are committed to their local clubs for the remainder of the season, but they played with confidence on the weekend and went home with an understanding of what's required to play at the under-18 level. For the first time this season, though, the Magpies won every quarter. They were in front by 20 points at quarter time and won the match by 50 points. South Adelaide took on North Adelaide in round 17, and traditionally when these 2 teams meet late in the season, the Sammy D Memorial Medal is awarded. Sam was the victim of a violent assault when he was 17, and the medal is in honour of the player that he was. The medal is awarded to the player displaying similar traits: spirit, courage and commitment. There's also the Sammy D Foundation website focusing on empowering youth to make safe and positive life choices. This year, Matt Dominish was the recipient of the award. Matt is in his first year at SANFL under-18 level and has been consistent all season. He's played at full forward, half-back and in the midfield. Therefore, Matt is a versatile player who's reliable in any role. For the Roosters, best on ground was Tyson Lindsay. Tyson is in his second year in the under-18s and has played 5 matches this season. He had 24 disposals, 4 marks, 4 tackles and he kicked 3 goals too for the game. Kane Bowley has been with the Roosters since his junior days, playing in the under-16s. Last season he played 4 games in the reserves. On Saturday he had 9 inside 50s and 29 disposals, the highest for the game. Left-footed winger for the Roosters, Liam Jacker, has had a good season. The 18-year-old has come up through the junior ranks at North and this is his second year in the under-18s and he's played 1 game in the reserves. North Adelaide dominated every quarter, keeping South scoreless for 3/4 of the match, the Roosters eventually running out winners by 104 points. In great conditions for football, Norwood took on West Adelaide at home. Fielding a far more experienced side, the Redlegs were too strong for the visitors. Best player for Norwood was 19-year-old Daniel Williamson. Daniel played well in the midfield, he ran hard and won the ball at the stoppages. He had a total of 38 disposals with 6 marks and 9 clearances. Another midfielder who put in a good performance for the Redlegs was Ryan Reevely. Ryan is a reliable and accurate kick of the ball. He's a fast player with aerobic capacity and a top-end speed of 32 kilometres an hour. He's also not too bad at hurdling when the opposition put him to the test. Mac Bauer and Sebastian Edwards contributed to the Redlegs scoreline with 4 goals, 1 each. For Jared Mears, the next few weeks coaching the West Adelaide under-18s will be exciting and challenging. The Bloods are bringing through the next generation of footballers and will run out onto the park with one of the youngest sides in the competition. Hugh Hazeman and Will Snelling were 2 15-year-old players who made their mark on Saturday. Both are from Mercedes College and have just finished competing in the under-16 national side. In their second appearance in the under-18s, they played maximum game time in the midfield. They topped the stats count and between them they had a total of 45 possessions, 14 clearances and 13 tackles. On the half-back flank, Kane Cornish put in a courageous effort. He had 8 rebound 50s and put in 2 superb shepherds in the final quarter. 2 hours after the game, Kane was rushed to hospital to have his appendix out. Jesse Watchman was best on ground for the Bloods. He kicked 3 goals. West Adelaide have a tough few weeks ahead with changes to the side, but the future looks bright with the calibre of young players that are coming through. Norwood led all day and won by 69 points.